Our final shows of the year are happening for the Bold and Beautiful Live. So on October 3rd, we're going to be in Calgary at the Southern Jubilee Theater. And October 4th, we're going to be in Winnipeg at Club Regent. And on November 9th, we're going to be in Tucson, Arizona at the Linda Ronstadt Theater. And on November 13th, we're wiggling over to Honolulu at the Blaisdell Center. Tickets available at trixieandkatya.com.
First of all, wait. Do you know about Pokemon? Am I the only person on this earth who does not know about Pokemon? I could not name a Pokemon. I could not identify.
Am I a Nikki fan?
I could not identify one. I'm sorry.
I could probably name the first
old.
300 in order off the top of my head.
You could name more Pokemons than presidents. Let's say that.
100%.
And do you?
What do you want to know?
I don't want to know anything. That's the problem. Like, I feel like
is somebody trying to make you know it?
No, I was on the pit stop, and I guess Aja.
You guys stop watching Drag Race. You're watching Pokemon.
No, Aja dressed up as Pokemons, apparently.
Dressed up as Pokemons.
And that went way over my head. And I was like, and I faced the wrath of the entire world.
Do people not know that you're
not into Pokemon?
Well, Pokemon came out. I was the perfect age.
What? What? 16?
Maybe 8?
Oh.
9 when it came out? When I remember.
And I was 16 drinking blood.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Like, why would I know what a Pokemon is? What is it?
It is a cartoon, like a franchise. It's a cartoon about a world where there are little monsters running around with elemental superpowers, psychic.
Mortal Kombat?
It's Pikachu is a mouse that shoots electricity out of its cheeks. Or
Is there a common enemy?
Well, it's sort of the ethics. A lot of the themes are like people using that for evil, people trying to control Pokemon.
What would be a good, like, it's like this?
It's like
Thundercats?
No.
Is it like,
think of Pokemon more like they're somewhere between wild animals and people as far as intelligence.
Okay.
They don't talk. And humans can go, oh, it's a Pikachu. I'm going to catch it, befriend it, and now it's my companion pet that has powers.
Does it ever get slutty or sexy?
No. So it's like, oh, your car needs a jump. My Pikachu's here. My Pikachu's going to shock your car, and now it works. It's sort of like using these animals with powers. The whole point is that Pokemon and humans are trying to coexist.
Okay. So there's a lot of, but what is this element of going out and finding them? Like in reality?
So are you asking about Pokemon Go?
I guess so.
Okay. So Pokemon Go is a game that came out maybe in 2016, 17 maybe. And it's on the phone.
Yeah. And you're going in the forest.
Okay. Yes.
People are going in the forest.
Yeah. So it uses a real GPS of the world.
Okay.
And it'll go, oh, wow, the Culver's down the street from my house is a Pokemon gym. So if I walk over there, I can beat that Pokemon gym using my Pokemon. Oh my gosh, my friend just texted me and said that there's a Gyarados down the street at the McDonald's. I'm going to run down the street and try to catch it on my phone. And then I have the Pokemon.
And then what?
It's sort of, that's it. I don't know what to say. It's fun.
I guess with Candy
like
Crush, you crush the candy and that's it.
Right. It's like, it's
the journey is the destination.
Right.
Yeah.
Some might say that yoga is like, that's it. You sit and breathe. You know what I mean?
I don't think that's
what is yoga analogy at all? Nothing.
No, I'm not. It's like croquet. In a way.
It's sort of like social media meets a phone game.
It gets you out of the house.
It gets
you connect with your community.
You connect with the community. I played it for a couple years.
Okay.
Off and on.
I noticed there was it was kind of like Disney gays, Pokemon gays.
Yeah, Pokemon gays. There's a lot, it's like a subset of gays that I think for a lot of us, Nick, did you like Pokemon? A lot of us when we were young, it was a very for me, it was something that me and the straight guys could both like.
Reaching across the aisle.
The girls liked it. It was just fun.
Yeah.
Everybody had their favorite Pokemon. I played the Pokemon card game, and sometimes I get high and watch the World Championships. People win $500,000 playing Pokemon cards.
So now we're talking.
Yeah.
So that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Like ping pong champions, chess champions.
Yeah.
Like world's longest fingernails.
You know what it's like?
I get it.
Magic the Gathering. That's your age group.
Oh, okay. Or like D&D, but that's totally different.
It's like Magic the Gathering.
Okay.
And that's so there's the Pokemon card game, which is a whole, almost like a sport. It could be on ESPN.
Okay.
And then there's the TV show, which is many seasons across different years of a cartoon about it.
Got it.
And it's anime.
Okay.
And then there's obviously so much merch.
Yes.
There's toys, shirts.
And it's widely known.
Yes.
Very, very widely known.
Every country, I think, in the world probably fucking knows about Pokemon.
Wow. Okay, except me.
Except you.
Well, damn.
It's fun.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have to start now.
I'm not gonna.
But
the D&D thing, I have flipped the script on that 100%.
You like it?
Well, I
What was your previous script?
I thought it was corny. I dismissed it right away.
Right.
I was like, nope. That's crazy, like wonderful.
You love it.
I do.
It gets people out of the house.
No, it gets them in the house, in the basement.
Well, I mean, you get together.
They get together.
And also, shout out to sober people. If you're not getting high, you're not fucking. D&D's all there is.
And
you know, like
yoga, D&D, no P&P.
Right.
Instead of but they had, who the fuck was it? I think it was Jessica from True Blood, that actress.
Oh, I know her name.
She was explaining how to play, why, and the sort of nuts and bolts of Dungeons and Dragons in the most compelling, non-corny way.
What's her name again?
Deborah.
Yeah. Well, Brandon went to some acting classes with her. She's such a great actress.
Love her.
She's so beautiful.
Love her. She's so cunt.
She does a lot of activism for the blind because her husband's blind.
Cunty.
Do you think that you would ever do a D&D?
Yes.
You would.
Now that I got the scoop from Miss Horror, I'm like, absolutely.
You know there's a D&D that is ongoing with Bob the Drag Queen and Juju B.
No. Not the drag queen.
You don't want to play the drag queen.
No, I'm playing with regular folks.
It
seems like
what
a
would
yes
your character
and
be like?
creativity. Like, I think it changes all the time, right?
Well,
I don't know.
I think you do the whole thing, full campaign as one character.
I think you
Okay.
kind of stay one character for at least that game.
I would have 3 groups. I would definitely have 3 groups because I got multifaceted personality. I need to express myself.
And would you be kind of all out for yourself? Are you kind of partnering?
On Monday, absolutely. It's all about me.
Right.
Wednesday, I'm like, branching out, selfless,
Right.
like curious. Friday, it's a wild card, unpredictable.
Got to get down on Friday. Oh my God.
Hands and knees.
And when I was, guess who was in Mexico as well? Rebecca Black. And she walked up to me and, she really, in her glam, you're like, God damn, you are a pop star. She is so gorgeous.
So
it makes you think so many people could just be pop stars if they had the right glam.
Yeah, you ugly bitches at home, get it together.
She's very pretty out of drag, but in her drag, you're like, oh, you're just a pop star. That's right. Wow.
She does look like a pop star.
And she came up, and it was Friday when I saw her because I was at sound check, and she said, all right, I'll see you later. I said, okay. And Rebecca, happy Friday.
And she was like,
she's like, no. She was like,
she kicks you in the balls.
Whatever, fag. She could have turned around and said, whatever, fag. Whatever, fag.
She puked into a plastic bag and hucked it at you.
Completely. Did you see that Rosie
it.
O'Donnell's going to be on Just Like That?
My baby, there's something about New York City.
Rosie O'Donnell said, I'm coming back from Ireland to be
Sweetie,
in New York City. Yes.
I will take Rosie over Che any day. I hope that she feels that she's just
Why can there only be one?
Because
It's the Velvet
how
Rage
many people are
speaking.
going to fucking finger blast Cynthia Nixon in her kitchen?
That is my problem with lesbian programming. There's only ever one butch girl at a time.
I know.
That's not
America doesn't have the
realistic.
stomach for it. America's not ready for all that.
Right.
All those rough, calloused fingers.
Well, did you ever
Just digging into Cynthia's cunt?
Did you ever watch the original L Word?
I haven't seen it.
That was like the United Colors of Benetton of lesbianism.
Yes,
There was
yeah.
every type. There
It
was
was very
like,
well represented.
married women trying to have a baby. There was a
were checking
woman
boxes.
in transition, who discovers in the show she's male.
Was it good?
The original season, the original show, made me sob. I
really?
loved it. I never seen the remake.
Okay.
Maybe I'm a bad lesbian.
Well,
but
Queer as Folk did the same thing, right?
is there another Queer as Folk?
Are you kidding me? The
Is there
original
two?
American one? I think it was first a British one, I believe, right?
No, then it was Canadian.
Oh, was it Canadian first?
Wasn't it Canada?
I think it was British, but the first American one was like, we're going to teach you gay 101.
Right.
Like, it was like, oh God.
I always tell people it's like somebody read about being gay on Wikipedia.
Yes, which I can't stand from a screenwriting angle.
Well, that was my issue with Looking. Do you remember?
That was way better than Queer as Folk.
But this
though.
motherfucker, who the main character is played by, what's his name?
Jonathan Groff?
Yes, Jonathan Groff. Shout out, come on the pod.
Love him.
But his character was maybe our age in the show and was like, I don't know if I'm a top or a bottom. I'm like, were you frozen in ice like Forever Young Mel Gibson? Like, what do you mean you don't know if you're a top or a bottom? Do you want it to go inside you Or do you want to go inside someone else?
It's like an Amish woman off the wagon fumbling magazines. Like, what are these?
Rumspriga.
Well, it's like Sex and the City, and just like that, those characters, and they woke up after an ice age.
Right.
Like, she's a sex columnist, but is so flabbergasted by pronouns.
Right.
Like, what happened in the interim? It's so crazy.
They stumble out of a cave and bump into a
In
representative.
Manolo Blahnik.
And they stumble into a representative from Alelo. They give her a bunch of tools to
Did
excavate.
you see that character getting chomped out in the kitchen by Che
I've never
Diaz?
seen that show.
Baby, when we put
Mary,
these
all
microphones
you
down,
did was bitch about how bad it was. So why would I start watching it?
I'm like, it is not bad. It is terrible.
Okay.
Okay. But okay, so this is why you watch in Just Like That. Sarah Jessica Parker's hair.
Mhm.
That's it. Her hair.
She's a wonderful performer.
She's a wonderful performer, but it's really, her hair is the fourth girl at brunch.
Yeah.
It's like, it's show-stopping. It's really just a vehicle for Serge, her hairdresser.
Yeah.
It's really amazing. Don't you agree?
I have to tell you something that Blizzy said on Twitter.
But we will be visiting that clip of Cynthia Nixon getting dug out in the kitchen. Because it was shocking to me. She was like, Che Diaz was covering her mouth so that she wouldn't, because she had a friend in the next room.
Well,
or Carrie! Carrie was in the next room.
Well, do you remember in Orange? Did you watch Orange Is the New Black?
Yeah.
I remember there was some fingering that was like, it was complete fist. And I was like, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that the
Oh, yeah.
vaginal fisting was a big deal.
Really?
It's a huge deal.
Yeah. I mean, it's very elastic. Obviously,
Very
babies.
elastic. Blizzy, my favorite person on Twitter, the other day she
Blizzy
tweeted,
McGuire.
wore cargo shorts today, and she shared the picture of Cynthia Nixon on The Advocate. Because she wore cargo pants. And the t-shirt says dyke. Blizzy continuing to bring it home on
Sweetie,
Twitter every
also-
single fucking week.
Also, the complete amazement having Cynthia Nixon's character like have a late in life sexual renaissance / questioning is so bizarre to me.
Can I say that I don't think it's bizarre, because I think that
it does happen, of course.
certain types of women, you are bred to be one thing. You are not encouraged to imagine yourself as anything else.
But this is
a
New York City lawyer.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
But she's like white and waspy, isn't she?
But
She's like uptight.
You're friends with Samantha Jones and Carrie Bradshaw, and you don't know you're a dyke. I just think that's so crazy.
I think Samantha could probably bring it out of any
She'd
of
be
us,
like,
right?
honey,
Right.
you're a dyke.
No, I mean, like,
You're
even
a
if you're
bulldagger.
100% into men, if you're sitting by Samantha, aren't you like,
Yeah.
you know?
Yes. You want to chomp them titties.
Kind of like Troye Sivan reaching across the aisle. Like, every person wants to fuck Troye Sivan.
Hello. What?
Every person.
That's
Men,
not
women, and children. On
What
the
are you talking
Titanic, they
about?
put people on the boats to go fuck Troye Sivan. Swear to God.
What are you talking about?
Because I think men are like, oh, there's a softness.
Oh, I see.
And women, they're like, oh, because
there's a
yeah.
androgyny.
And gay men obviously want to fuck him
Pedo.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got a kind of like a Tilda.
He
It's
can
like
be whatever
universally
you want.
beautiful.
Okay.
Right?
Wow. If he teamed up with Tilda, they could tag team the world.
Completely.
But okay, so I don't know. I guess I'm probably jealous because I wish I could have a late in life sexual renaissance where I realize I'm straight. Not straight, but I realize that I'm bisexual.
I mean, could be honest, because being a gay guy is fucking corny.
Corny, it's tiring.
corny. It's
It's
so
like
played out.
the cord is all frayed and it doesn't work anymore.
Like Sean Hayes finished that Scantron and turned it in so long ago. Like
the library book has been returned to the
it's
reference
over.
section. Yeah.
We're all reheating nachos by being gay men. It's stupid.
It is so stupid. It tastes
I
like
think
shit.
like being straight is kind of transgressive.
Well, it's
now.
but you don't stay straight. It's not. It's kind of up in the air. It's not really pinned down.
That's fun. That's fun, wacky,
it's
and
amazing.
wild.
Yeah, it's like
It also
ooh.
eliminates coming out. It eliminates what are you. It eliminates the pressure of picking an outfit to wear for the rest of your life.
I know.
Basically.
And I know that like the groups and the labels are all like it's for a reason, so you can find each other, whatever. But I love that just like let's see what happens. It's Friday.
That's what Rebecca Black's Friday was about. It was about straight guys hooking up.
Yes, it was handies.
Straight guys. I'm really happy that I'm off that path with the straight men because that's you're driving a lemon with the straight guys. You're driving a lemon.
That thing is not built to last.
No.
The warranty is bunk and the rebate will not work.
100%. They just I don't know about them.
They're unreliable.
The male loneliness epidemic.
Yeah. They're unreliable. They don't cook. They don't clean. and it's not good. However, perfect opportunity for a segue into my new bathroom.
What's going on with the... Wait, should we take a break?
Oh, let's take a break. This episode is sponsored by Zocdoc. Have you ever left a weekend fishing trip to Big Bear only to realize a week later that you have a massive leech on your left butt cheek? After the initial shock, you wait a few days to make a doctor's appointment. But then you stall for a few days because you've grown attached to the little guy. Pretty soon, you're turning down invitations to dinner because you want to have a movie night with your new best friend, Scarlet J Hemoglobin. After a few months, you realize your left butt cheek is noticeably smaller than your right because Scar Glow has sucked all the blood out of it. We've all been there, right? Listen, booking a doctor's appointment can feel just so daunting. But thanks to Zocdoc, there's no reason to delay. They make it easy to find and book a doctor who's right for you. Zocdoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors and click instantly to book an appointment. They have over 100,000 doctors from literally any specialty, including hematologists who can tell you about the countless bacteria now in your bloodstream from the leech. They can also remind you that Scarlet is not your friend, but instead a soulless parasitic worm. You can filter for doctors who take your specific insurance, who are located nearby if you hate driving like me, or find ones with specific office hours to match your hectic schedule. And most importantly, you can find doctors who are highly rated by real-life verified patients. You can even see their real-time appointment openings, choose a time that works for you, and instantly book a visit with just a few clicks. Same-day appointments are also available in many cases, which is absolutely brilliant. The best part is that Zocdoc is completely free to use. You can search and compare highly rated in-network doctors with ease, which is why I love Zocdoc. When I finally decided to make my butt cheeks symmetrical again post-leech, I went to Zocdoc. Zocdoc helped me find the best doctor in my area and book them fast. If I can find a great doctor, so can you. And all because of Zocdoc. Stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to Zocdoc.com/bald to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/bald, Zocdoc.com/bald.
Today's episode of Bald and the Beautiful is brought to you by Smalls. Now, okay, I currently do not have a pet, but my last roommate, Lee and I had 2 pets together. Well, they were his cats, but they became fond of me. I toured and traveled, and those cats were so odd because when I was on tour, they would sleep in my bed in my room. And then when I would be home from tour, they would come in because they love my room, but they were not 100% sure on me. So they were kind of like in love with my room. And then when I would come home, they would kind of be like, why are you in my room? You know, cats kind of have that way to project their thoughts. They were kind of like, get out of here. But you know, cats are part of the family, plain and simple. And we as roommates did not have children. These cats were the babies. And my roommate taught me that it's important to buy the cats the best food that money can buy. I think those cats had a better diet than I did. And our next sponsor is here to help. It's Smalls. You guys know I'm particularly an animal person more than a human person at this point. I think the human race has run its course, but I think cats will probably inherit the earth. And Smalls cat food is protein-packed recipes made with preservative-free ingredients you'll find in your fridge, and it's delivered right to your door. That's why Cats.com named Smalls their best overall cat food. One of the worst things about owning a pet is that you have to haul bags of food home. And it's great because you don't really have to do that anymore. You can get 60% off your first order plus free shipping. Head over to smalls.com to do it and use the code BALD for a limited time only. Smalls also has great treats you can add to the order. For a limited time only, because you are a Bald and the Beautiful listener, you can get 60% off your first order of Smalls plus free shipping by using my code BALD. That's 60% off when you head to smalls.com and use promo code BALD. Again, that's promo code BALD for 60% off your first order plus free shipping at smalls.com. And we're back with the bathroom. I saw the photos. I saw the video.
I love it.
Well, thank God.
I love it so much. No
You used to
shit.
hate this place.
I still hate it.
Oh.
I'm in active hatred of it, ongoing.
Why?
But like, because of everything. I could bore you to tears about
But
it.
if you can change the bathroom, why can't you change the rest of it? You own it.
No, I am. But it's going to take a little time. However, the bathroom is nearly done, and I love it so much. I'm going to shit all over those walls.
It is very sumptuous. It's going to be hard for you to perpetuate this poverty-stricken storyline when you have this plush-ass
Sweetie,
bathroom.
No. I'm flipping the script. I'm going full Gilded Age.
Oh, you
Once
are.
this bathroom is complete, I'm like, old money, oh, that's across the street. There's
Right.
I'm going full Carrie Coons in the Gilded Age. I'm going to wear brocade dresses, speak with an affectation.
Right.
Honey.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah, I'm happy for myself too.
So how long until you can, is it usable? Are you peeing in there? What's going on?
No, there's no pee or poop yet. However, we got to replace the toilet. Had a black toilet on retainer, or not on retainer, like on deck.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
happened
it's
to
such
have
a
an
hassle to paint your own.
No, really. I happen to have an extra black toilet.
Extra black? How many
No.
types of black?
No. The black toilet installed
For your toilet,
today-
did you want black or extra black? I thought you meant like deep black. Like mascara, there's black and blackest black. I thought it was like
blue black?
Yeah, I thought it was like it's
No.
autumn sunrise.
No.
you know?
But so this is how I know I did something good. I realized, like I said before, that interior design is a job for a reason because it's really difficult.
Right.
And it requires some training. However, the tile guy was showing videos of the design of the place to his other client, and they were like, "Who's the designer? Who is it?" It's me.
It's you.
It's me. I just
And you were proud to say it was me.
I was extremely proud. I haven't been proud of something in like 25 years.
You selling out Radio City Music Hall and feeling nothing. And then proud of the tile in your bathroom.
A black toilet, gooning.
A black toilet. And you sitting there going,
A cracked black toilet.
extra black.
Extra black.
Extra black.
But so I love it, and I was worried because I made a lot of
Imagine
bold
how
choices.
light colored your poop's going to look in a black toilet. It's going to be white.
Baby, you're not going to see anything. It's going to be a bowl of mystery.
I've been having to do some light reimagining of my home.
What's your favorite room in the house? Not like just in general.
Mine?
Like, is it the bedroom, the kitchen? Where do you locate
everybody-
the most?
The dining room.
The dining room.
I love the dining
It's like
room.
the
The gold ceiling.
epicenter
and
of the
I
thing,
love
yeah.
it. But when you break up with somebody, eventually you have to give shit back and you go,
Yeah.
oh, I guess that's not my colander. So then you're using your bare hands to pour hot noodles in, trying to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, tea bags. It just
Ask me how many pieces of silverware I have right now.
4.
0.
Damn.
Nothing. We ain't got nothing. So now I'm in my second era of, now I'm going to go online and I'm going to have to look at some end tables.
Do you enjoy this process?
No.
I
No.
thoroughly do.
Okay.
Thoroughly.
Maybe I'll
But I have a
send-
lot of time.
Okay. Yeah.
You don't.
I liked having those things, and it's like a second draft to be like, did I like that table? Because sometimes I'm like, should I just buy that table again,
Mm,
or should I get something else?
exactly.
But I also feel really strongly about used items right now. So I'm
Yeah,
up on the
being good.
marketplace.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
up on
yeah.
the offer.
Facebook Marketplace. Facebook won't let me onto their website. Otherwise, I would use Facebook Marketplace to acquire their furniture.
Craigslist.
Yes,
That's where I got that giant painting in my house. $500.
It's fabulous.
I had to
You
rent a
can
U-Haul and go
haggle.
to Alhambra.
You can haggle. You can haggle at CB2.
Well, I know that in Mexico you could haggle, but I'm not confident.
I know. It's like speaking a language. It's another language.
Also, what am I supposed to be like? The person on vacation blowing money for a weekend, being like, this is your
Yeah.
livelihood. I'm not paying that much. Just give them their money.
It's a sport. Like in soccer, you don't use your hands. You just got to play the game.
I'm too avoidant to haggle.
No shit.
Pick something up and go,
Baby.
I don't know, I'll give you $5.
If they were advertising it for $300, I'll pay $400. That's how my haggling skills work.
Is anybody
It's horrible.
else who's listening, do you feel like your nightmare is someone going, well, you have to haggle? If it was a rummage, someone goes, how much do you want to pay for it?
Oh god.
I'm immediately shitting blood.
I know.
I'm like,
it's
fuck.
It's like, what's your name? What do you want it to be?
Right.
Oh, brother.
Right.
Yeah, I don't like that. Just give me the price and I either have the money or I don't.
Yeah.
Although, that being said, when I walk into an antique store, Mama, it's like blood sport.
Right.
I love to haggle because they sell this shit they price it to haggle.
Right.
This chandelier is $16,000. They will take $5,000 for it.
Right. But you got to know that.
You got to know it.
You got to know that. My basement and like a lot of my storage is now empty. So now I feel like my house is like half empty. So I'm like excited about things that I can put away. All the built-ins are empty. It's like, I was like, wow, there's a lot of cabinet space now that is empty. My
All the
basement just
dildos are
has
gone.
Christmas decorations. Nothing else.
How big is your basement?
Maybe this room. It's like a wine cellar.
Oh. Do you have one of those wine fridges? And if so, can you tell me why?
I don't have a wine fridge. I just have because I have the fridge in the kitchen
Yeah.
and the fridge in the guest house. So,
why
I
do they
do
need to
put
separate?
fridge. I put beverages in the fridge in the guest house
Okay.
for company.
Sure.
That way, it's like, what do you want to drink?
It's right there.
And it's a little like it's a little bit Aaron Brockovich, where they're like, you're not going to have the soda I want. It's like, what number did you need? Because I do have mini cans of Diet Dr. Pepper.
I have Diet Fresca from 1985.
I do have great Poppy that's going to make you shit, bitch. I love that
Diet
Poppy
Mountain
soda.
Dew. I had one in Palo Alto.
Does it make you shit?
I blew ass, but I think I was going to anyway.
At this age, at this stage of my life, I feel that if I have even a nibble of hard cheese, I won't have a movement for 6.5 weeks. So it's better for me to just sip on a little grape Poppy. You know?
Get the girls moving.
You know? Kind of a charcuterie board in my mouth.
Oh, God.
We got the hard cheese and the grapes. What are you doing Sunday?
I'm going to visit Meghan Markle. No, I don't know.
Would you like to come over?
For 35
I'm
minutes?
having a 2.5 hour pool party.
Hell yeah. I'll be there. Absolutely, I'll be there.
So I'm gonna have some,
Is it new?
I'm gonna have some soda and champagne and a fruit plate and
Hard
cheese.
out 4:30.
Well, I
2 to 4:30.
And you know who
Hard
I called?
out.
I called Bob the drag queen on the way here, and I said, "Well, I heard what you said about me on the podcast, and I want you to know that." I said, "I'm inviting you to a party from 11 to 2:30." Well, I guess that's
Sorry,
three
it's
and a half
fierce.
hours.
It's fierce. I'm sorry, it's fierce. When you go to mass Sunday, they don't say, "Well, we just leave whenever." No, it's like a thing.
Yeah.
I love borders.
So I was wondering if you wanted to come over, but in that time period, and you got jump in the
absolutely
pool.
do. I absolutely do.
I got a bunch of new floaties, and I'm got a bunch of new
Is this clothing optional?
Can I say something that seems rich? I
Yes.
believe that if you get a cheap beach towel, it will feel like a cheap beach towel. You know when you get like a promotional beach towel, it's like, oh, Absolute gave you this beach
Baby.
towel. It's a ShamWow.
Cheap toilet paper is not a bargain.
It's not.
That's
And-
yeah.
And something like when you have guests and you go, here's your pool towel, and it's
Here's your
paper
scratchy thin
Yes.
napkin. Yeah.
So I said, this isn't for me. This one's for the girls who've ever had a broken heart. You know what I mean? So I got them
They're built to last.
thick, plush, pink and white stripy beach towels.
Okay.
So when guests come over, they feel thought of.
Yes.
Oversized,
Yeah.
thick hotel towels.
Are they the type that only they age like wine? The more you wash them, the better they get.
I guess we'll find out because they haven't arrived yet. So, and then I was.
do we get it?
All my stunning martini glasses belonged to one David Silver.
Okay.
So I was like, crap, I don't have any more fancy martini glasses. So I was looking online at martini glasses on Williams Sonoma. Very expensive.
But glass, shatter, cut, ouch, blood, pool,
There-
drunk. Think about it.
There's this woman she's running a scam. Her name is Mackenzie something.
Of course, Mackenzie.
Uh,
But think about glass martini, like beautiful glass, drunk people. Drunk people. With,
Mackenzie Childs. She makes these stunning glasses. That's a per glass price.
yeah, I believe it. I mean, that's
Mackenzie
a hand.
Childs, $69 for a tiny.
It looks like a hand blown like.
Somebody better blow me for $69.
Yeah.
Mackenzie
I mean,
Childs.
I don't know but blowing glass is cunt.
Blowing ass is cunt. Blowing ass is free.
No, they had a whole major at my school. You
I was
could major in glass blowing.
I was on WilliamsSonoma.com and I was like, in my mind, I went, it's a set of 8. I went, $670, fierce. What a deal. And I got to the cart and it said 1. I said something. So I was like, okay.
If it's handmade though.
$69 for
If it's
a glass?
Mary, if it's hand fucking made, that's a piece of art. If it's handmade and not from Guangzhou or wherever.
I know. Maybe I'm just being cheap. I just don't
You
understand
are
that.
cheap. Well, that's not a scam. That's a splurge. Do you know what I mean?
But I don't think Mackenzie Childs is in a warehouse somewhere blowing glass.
I don't think so either. It's probably a dropship scenario.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's probably coming from Guangzhou.
So Mackenzie, I got my fucking eye on you. I don't even know you, but I'm going to tell you that when I go to World Market and I find a comparable cup in a set of 8 for under $40,
I'm going to bankrupt your ass.
You will get clapped. You will get fucking clapped.
I'm going to talk to you about.
And I'm a strong proponent of when people separate, they should take the things that they own that they paid for.
Yeah, or just
So goodbye to the stunning glasses. Love those glasses. And that's not, you know what? I have my own money. Today's a wonderful day to get new glasses.
when you both have your own money, just consciously uncouple.
Right.
Do like Gwyneth.
Do you know what Busy Phillips did? Her and her husband, well, ex-husband, as they were separating, had a estate sale for their like joint belongings.
Love that shit.
And they kept it very amicable.
And then you can use that money to pay for the lawyers to fucking fleece each other.
there will be no fleecing.
No.
And I want everybody who has a martini to have a stunning glass for that martini.
But let me ask you.
So I want to have a nice glass for my guests.
Okay.
I don't drink martinis.
I understand. But thinking about Final Destination and thinking about like what happens when people get drunk in pool areas.
Well, I need
where
plastic for the pool.
That's what I'm saying. No glass around the pool.
I
That's
know.
a very, very dangerous situation.
I know. And the plastic poolware wasn't purchased by me either. So that's also gone.
Okay.
So I was like, crap,
What
if
if
I'm
people
trying to have a
just
pool
drinking
party
out of the
Sunday,
bottle?
if I'm trying to have a pool party Sunday, what am I going to do?
Drinking like winos, cunty.
This episode of The Bald and the Beautiful is brought to you by Wayfair. So here's what happened a few weeks ago. I walked outside, looked at the cracked slab of concrete that is my patio, and thought to myself, this is where dreams go to perish. So naturally, I decided to build a full-blown vintage tiki hut. Why? I don't know. I had a premonition. Also, the snarky ghost who resides in my house told me to. Enter Wayfair. Like a magical online jungle full of outdoor furniture, umbrellas, string lights, and even tableware, Wayfair is your one-stop destination to transform your backyard, patio, or deck. For me, there's just something about a beautiful outdoor space that says, come for the tiki hut vibes, stay for the one-man musical about magic seashells. Wayfair's got everything you need for the home of your dreams. Hot tubs, lounge chairs, and even fire pits for roasting marshmallows while telling ghost stories to your neighbor Frank. My haul? I bought a bamboo bar set, a gorgeous dining table and chairs, and string lights that cast a beautifully warm glow on LA's hot summer nights. Plus, I even picked out a patio rug that says either Aztec Revival or Iowa Crop Circle. It all arrived super fast and the shipping was free. Now I host chill tiki vibe gatherings where we debate topics like, is cereal a form of gazpacho? If you want your outdoor space to feel like a mid-century resort run by a benevolent Polynesian ghost, Wayfair it. They have literally everything, from Adirondack chairs to garden gnomes. You bring the inspiration, they bring the gazebo. Wayfair makes it easy for every space and every budget. Find all your outdoor must-haves, from outdoor heaters to pool lounges to garden statues to trampolines, all in one convenient place. Don't wait. Make your outdoor space your dream oasis today with Wayfair, and enjoy it all summer long. Head to wayfair.com right now to shop a huge outdoor selection. That's WAYFAIR.com. Wayfair. Every style, every home.
Today's episode of Bald and the Beautiful is brought to you by our friends at Chime. Chime is going to help you get your whole life together, okay? Because some of us are suffering from overdraft fees, missed payments, wishing we had a strategy to save more. My favorite, ATM fees, which seem to get wilder and wilder by the minute in this world, okay? Chime understands that every dollar counts. And when you set up direct deposit through Chime, you get access to fee-free features like free overdraft coverage, getting paid up to 2 days early with direct deposit, and more. One time I was working as a dishwasher. This was right after college. And I was going on a trip with my friends, and I asked my employer if I could get an advance on my paycheck. And they said no. And I would have loved to get that paycheck a couple days early before I went on my trip. Also, this is very relevant to all of us. Having access to 50,000 fee-free ATMs nationwide is life-changing. I feel that the ATM fees have gotten so out of hand. When you go to use the ATM, they're basically like, oh, stick your hands in. Which finger would you like us to take? I mean, it is really wild. And having access to 50,000 fee-free ATMs can be life-changing because I am not a cash person, but some things in this world are cash things. And you always got to have a little cash. You always got to give a little tip. You always got to be able to split the bill. Cash is sometimes life-changing. Chime is banking done right. Get paid up to 2 days early when you set up direct deposit, okay? Work on your financial goals today through Chime. Open an account in 2 minutes at chime.com/bald. That's chime.com/bald. Chime feels like progress. Chime is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services and debit card provided by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. and members FDIC. Spot me eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. Timing depends on submission of payment file. Fees apply at out-of-network ATMs. Bank ranking and number of ATMs according to U.S. News and World Report 2023. Chime checking account required.
This episode of The Bald and the Beautiful is sponsored by BetterHelp. There's been a lot of talk lately about the concept of masculinity, especially in regard to mental health. According to a recent study, 6 million men in the U.S. suffer from depression every year, and it's often undiagnosed because they keep it secret. If you're a man and you think that real men don't occasionally struggle with mental health, you'd be wrong. Opening up about what you're going through and doing something about it can help you be your best self for both you and everyone in your life. Everyone, no matter what your sex or gender, should have someone to talk to, whether that's a friend, a loved one, or a therapist. I've used therapy multiple times throughout my life, and it has helped immensely. Talking to a neutral party can really help shed light on the problems in your life, no matter if they're big or small. Sometimes it's just nice to talk to a neutral third party about your daily challenges. Your family and friends are always a tad biased. With a therapist, however, they're not concerned about whether or not you'll be inviting them to the 4th of July barbecue. Now listen, people. BetterHelp helped me, and they can help you too. All from the comfort of your couch, your car, or even your backyard barbecue. You can easily switch therapists anytime at no extra cost, and it's fully online, making therapy much more affordable and even more convenient. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. If you're going through something, talk it out with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/bald. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/bald. Let me ask you why. I go to the gym, this lovely gym, and I go in the pool and I look around and there's like 65 people around on the pool deck chairs. And I'm the only one in the water. Are they not coming in because of my
No, they
dirty
want
ass?
the sun. They're there for the sun. The vitamin D. Everybody in LA
I
is
was there
depressed.
for 90 minutes.
Everybody in LA is depressed. They
I
want
was
the
in
sun.
the water for 90 minutes like La Llorona.
I don't
and-
believe it.
You don't believe it? I could corroborate this with 65
Were
witnesses.
you- do you swim or do you just float?
I do both of them. Sometimes I sit
Do you play
there.
on the phone?
Absolutely not. Phone's in the locker.
I like to put
Phone's
both
in the
arms on the side of the pool and play on the phone. But I don't put the phone never goes over the water.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Even though I think the new iPhone can handle like 6 feet of submergence.
Well, this whore, this little slut,
Yeah.
this little slut was submerged
this
for 90
slag,
minutes.
this fucking coos. Coos is the worst.
But then you stuck your finger in my coos and fucked me so hard I couldn't remember my name. Did you see Sinners yet?
No.
You gotta watch that
I'm
shit.
trying to see Final Destination right now.
Me too.
That's my top priority.
I am surprised that we did not get invited to a premiere.
Mary, do you know
'Cause that's
who's
a
already
premiere I
seen
would
it?
go to. Yeah, I know.
My
Everybody.
mother.
What?
I said, what? She
What do you
said, can I called her last night and I wanted to tell her.
How does Val get tickets to Final Destination early?
Well, I wanted to tell her, hey, I got
Oh.
big. Do you know me just
Did
break
you
the
break-
chair?
No.
What the fuck?
Oh, okay, big.
At my present
You fat
weight?
bitch.
Damn.
Okay, wait. How does
Um,
Val get to see Final
So I
Destination?
called Val last night just to give her,
Her
she was
mark.
kind of encouraging me to, make sure that we finish the move. I'm not
Yeah,
trying
yeah,
to,
yeah, yeah,
if people don't have the right apartment yet, I'm not like,
No.
we don't have the type of relationship where I'm
Yeah.
throwing shit on the street.
Right.
So it's like keeping someone's stuff safe in your house until it's time to go. And I called my mom to let her know that chapter had ended. And she was like, can I let you go? I'm watching a movie. And I said, what movie you watching? She said, that new Final Destination. Your cousin Jada got it for us online.
Got
They
it
all watching
online.
bootleg videos.
I am so
bootleg
impressed.
Final Destination.
It's so
movies.
hard to procure those. She probably gets them on the dark web.
Mama, I
That's
called her
so
this morning
fierce.
because I said, you didn't want to talk to me yesterday, so let me finish my story. And then I said, it's noon. I said, it sounds like your words are slurring. Did you just wake up?
drunk?
She goes, I'm really high.
Oh my god. Your mom is a kiki.
She's a wild Kiki
oh
for
my
sure.
god.
Can I tell you,
Val.
I have something that I don't know who else to talk to about it.
Okay.
But
Did you kill a homeless person?
I've been in therapy for a
Okay.
couple years
Okay.
and I've stopped now.
Wait, really?
And I've never thought about at some point you stop. How do you stop? How do you talk to a therapist about stopping?
Okay.
What do you think about that?
Okay, I know this because I have a lot of therapist friends who actually, that's their job.
And it's
They are
obvious that you
therapists.
stop often.
Yeah.
You stop therapy
Well,
often.
literally had a psychiatry appointment today where I mentioned that I stopped seeing my therapist because I was happy.
This
Which
was
is
today?
Not
That was today?
My psychiatry appointment was today.
I am psychic.
Yeah. I have, so
I'm psychic.
being, wait.
Don't even get me started on the psychic occurrence from
Oh,
last
I
week.
know. We got to keep that under wraps because we're taking that to the casino.
Yeah. So I thought my therapist texted me and said, we haven't really had regular appointments in like 2 months.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about how to cadence, like how to put a period on
Yeah.
this?
What's the rollout? What's the timeline?
And I didn't know because I don't know how. You shouldn't just stop.
Well, usually what you do with a therapist is say, what are you looking for? Are you looking for a problem-solving timeline? Are you looking for general maintenance? What's the vibe?
Right.
And once you guys you make a battle plan, you create a timeline, and then you can work on, hey, it's like doing a job. It's like renovating your brain or whatever. But I know a lot of people who want to be in therapy forever.
Interesting.
Because it's like, it's maintenance. They're like, they need a professional who's not their friend to
Right.
like bounce shit off of. And it doesn't like happy, sad, mad, or glad or whatever. You got to like look under the hood. We
Yeah.
don't have to, but I mean, it can be helpful.
I went and I said, I don't really know how to stop this. What do you do? And he was like, well, we talk about the gains you've made and how that you should apply those in the future.
Yeah.
And it was like very nice to be out. When you put a stop to the care process, you can
Yeah.
give a nice, strong thank you.
Things can have an ending.
It was very gratifying to be able to say, I mean, this, you know,
Yeah.
I don't want to blow up his spot, but
Yeah.
he probably doesn't watch this, but I was very grateful for years and years of getting me through the hardest time of my life. And I said, I just want to stop because I'm so happy. I don't
You're
even know
done.
what to talk to when I come, when I come here. So
That's a good thing. Cause I've been in that situation many times where like I go to the, there's nothing left to talk about.
yeah.
You've finished, you've like discussed the thing. Plus like, for like my stuff, I have like a whole other thing that I can go to. You know what I
Right.
mean? But like you don't want to pathologize behaviors just for the sake of it.
No,
You kind of find yourself doing that sometimes. It's weird.
but the first half of getting therapeutic help was asking myself questions about, do I need help? How do I start? Who do I talk to?
Yeah.
And the end of it was like, do I stop? What do I say?
Yeah.
And what if the therapist is like,
You want to stop?
Yeah. I honestly was afraid that he would be like,
Girl. Yeah. I mean,
You know.
sometimes I guess it also depends on the style of therapy. DBT, CBT,
cock and ball torture?
cock and ball torture.
Right.
Yeah. Diabolical ball torture.
Yeah,
DBT.
I never thought about how to stop, and then you just stop.
Yeah. Or if you're a New Yorker, you always go to therapy.
You do?
Yeah. It's like the New York thing.
You want to talk about the Wendy Williams song?
Oh,
Wendy.
Well, have you
Williams.
seen it?
No, I haven't seen it. Is it going to make me like upset because it's exploitative?
well, some of the people talking about it's sort of a free Britney of
Oh my
free
God.
Wendy. So it's kind of talking about her mental acuity. It's people who've been her producers, her friends, her stylists, whatever.
Okay.
Talking,
Is it pro Wendy? Are we?
It's pro Wendy.
It's pro Wendy.
I mean, all of us are pro Wendy in the sense of this motherfucker has the gift of gab. She is doing the hot topics. She is. You know,
but can't you envision or imagine a pretty sizable population of people who like want to see that bitch cut down because she was a gossip monger?
But that doesn't have anything to do with her mental health. Whether
Of
or not
course
you
not.
like her.
No, it doesn't. But I'm just saying that she's not a universally loved person.
Have you ever heard the call with Whitney Houston and her?
Of course I have. It's crazy. Whitney takes her wig and fucking slaps her in the face.
But what's fun about Wendy is that when people call her out, she is like, I said it.
Yeah,
I'll say it again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
She's unapologetic.
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
kind of in the Kathy Griffin tribe of like, Kathy can't be like, no, I didn't say that.
Right.
There's
But
a special of her
it's like
saying
you
it.
can admit to being a cunt, but newsflash, you're still a cunt.
Right.
You know?
And I guess like, you know, as much as sometimes I have been in times in my life where I wish I could snap my fingers. Like last summer, I wish I could snap my fingers and not have everybody interested in my personal life.
Mm.
But when you are a huge celebrity,
Huge.
the people at home watching Wendy also are talking about you.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking about you.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
think it's like a
Where's the
two-way
line
street.
though? Like, where's the line?
Well, it's tough. I mean,
I don't think it's very fun or productive to watch a crazy person just banging the walls in a goldfish tank.
no. And I guess they were talking about conservatorship as a whole, and they were saying what conservatorship does at its best is like take care of a person who can't take care of themselves. Like
Yes.
it's meant to be beneficial.
I care a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
And so they talk about the problem with conservatorships is it's very easy to abuse those scenarios.
Yeah.
And they're not directly alleging that that's being abused, but they kind of ask the question is like, if Wendy is someone who has like the mental acuity to recall all these like pop culture things at any moment and talk, you watch these scenes where she's behind glass and she's in a memory care facility
Yeah.
for people who can't remember who
crazy.
they are.
I know.
And she's in there being like, I don't know how to get out of here. I'm just like talking on the phone.
I heard she called into The View and I listened to that conversation. It was very strange. And it was like, yeah, it was just like, what's going on here?
It's tough too when the person is, you know, exorbitantly wealthy and surrounded by people who make money off them.
Yeah. And also two things can be true at the same time. You can be they can be looking out for you and also themselves.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, we want to make sure she's safe, but I also want some money.
It's
You know
it's
what I
also
mean?
possible to say that someone doesn't need a conservatorship, but they do need some help.
Absolutely.
It's not 0 to 100.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like-
yeah.
I mean, I love Wendy, and I loved the last Wendy piece. That's a series documentary about her, and I had to watch this one. And I love Wendy, and I, like, as a viewer and fan and supporter, want the best for her.
Mm.
We don't fucking know her.
We don't.
We don't know
We
her.
do not know her.
So
James,
we're just watching.
what was that?
Yeah, we don't know her.
I know the Wendy cinematic universe,
Right.
courtesy of Vern Hess. That's all I know.
What is that? What's that YouTube called again?
It's
They kind of have connective tissue to head v empty.
Yes, it's that energy. What is it? It's anyways, it's the Wendy cinematic universe. I can't urge you strongly enough to check it out.
Maybe I will.
You haven't checked out this?
No, I've seen him on
Oh,
YouTube.
the
of
Verninator.
course.
Verninator.
Verninator,
The Verninator.
yes. Love
Check out the
those
Verninator. I
videos.
think he's retired that. But anyways, it's so great. And God.
Love.
But wait, I have to tell you very briefly. I'll keep it very brief. I had one of the weirdest, most horrifying nightmares, but it was so specific. I just need to say it out loud.
What happened?
I was in the Louisiana swamp bayou area, and I was getting tortured by a hillbilly family that worked for a Vietnamese nail company. By
Like
an alligator.
nails?
No, like my body was getting tortured in the water by an alligator, and then my fingers were getting like chopped off and sold to a nail shop for like hand mannequins.
Who would try to sell something by putting it on your hands?
My little nubs, because they like picked them apart, and it was like happening in slow motion, and I could feel every like thing of it was horrible.
God.
But they threw me in the swamp, and then the alligators would eat up my like body, and then they take the nails and give them to the nail shop, or the fingers rather.
Did you wake up like
Yeah, in a big puddle of drool.
I keep falling asleep on the couch. Do you think that's bad? Spend the night on the couch?
Yeah, it's not
I
good.
shouldn't do that. right?
No. What position do you sleep in generally? If you're going to bed on the bed.
Well, I'm kind of like, there's a lit joint in this hand.
You're very Ellen Barkin in Drop Dead Gorgeous.
Very much so. Very much so. And also lately, my only strategy to not eat when I'm high is to play video games. So you will fucking see me at 11:30.
Sure.
85-inch TV.
3 inches from it.
Playing Breath of the Wild on the Switch. Swerving.
You don't eat in bed though, do you?
Of course not.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say, of course
Eat
I do.
in bed?
I don't know. I mean, I used to smoke in bed.
You did?
I have done.
Cigarettes?
In my bed, I have.
Why?
Not usually, but in the living room, yeah. Disgusting. The most vile behavior ever. Vile. Disgusting.
How's your non-smoking going?
I was going to say, I need to make a disclaimer. I smoked a cigarette in public Wednesday night, and I felt such guilt. And I just have to get it
Because you
off
feel
my
like you're
chest.
lying to America.
Yeah, I don't feel.
But the X program isn't about
It's not about
perfection.
being like, I know, but I'm so like, I love the guilt. I love it. I felt so
You,
ashamed.
the martyr.
I felt so ashamed.
Did you feel like a celebrity getting paparazzi'd?
I
Like,
did. I was literally at a meeting and I was like, you guys.
You went to a meeting?
Yeah. I was like, I'm not
So
smoking.
what? We see you leave the meeting, we see you smoke, and we go, fuck that bitch.
Yeah, but these
Might
people,
as well just shoot up.
these people
cunt.
who don't know me, don't care about me, are like whatever. We don't care. It's like-
Oh, by the way, these
it's like-
people are also like, I only have a day sober. I'm on the brink of death, and you're like, I smoked.
Yep, I'm having a cigarette, guys. Please don't call the
They're like,
X
this
program.
is an NA meeting.
Yeah.
There's no tobacco anonymous. You fucking
Oh,
hoe.
shit. I know. Tobacco is the lifeblood of all meetings, to be honest.
Have you felt that, like, do you have a trigger with that stuff? What is it?
Well,
Because I've noticed that when we're working, that's when you get wild.
in drag, it's the worst. It sucks. Thank God I never work because like it
real.
sucks. No, it sucks. Like that is a pattern that's really like grooved. I just want to break. Like if we're doing Netflix in between episodes, not smoking is torture.
I've seen you step out of this and smoke between two. Something about,
Of course.
something
Yeah,
about being
yeah.
on and then a break.
Yeah.
You want to smoke.
I love a punctuation mark or like a
Do you like to
colon
smoke
or like
You also smoke and drag before shows.
before
we go on stage,
during
at
after.
Trixie
It
Catcher
smells
Live, this
disgusting.
fucker would be hanging out the stage door. It was like Chicago.
Yeah.
The overture would be going, and you'd be like, with the
100
body mic
yeah,
on. Like,
maybe. I would go after, I would be panting, sweating, like covered in sweat, panting after my number directly outside a cigarette.
God's perfect breathing system.
Yeah. I was like, I think my lungs work too well. I need to throw a little wrench in that system.
Right.
Yeah. But I have not been smoking to my chagrin, but I did have a cigarette in public the other day and I felt huge guilt and shame over it.
Well, I don't think you're the first person to ever say they're
Lie.
not going to smoke and then smoke.
Yeah. I just don't want to, like, you know what it is? It's like also, I don't want to,
How many a day are you smoking?
0.
Okay, so this is like a
Oh, no, this is like real. I'm like literally
nothing
almost.
to feel bad about.
No, but I'm just saying like one cigarette, because people often say I'm a smoker or I'm a non-smoker. It's black and white, which
Right.
I don't subscribe to that. It's like you kill one guy, it's like you're not a murderer.
Right. Or if I have one spicy McChicken blackout drunk, I'm still a vegetarian.
Hello.
That's hypothetical.
Yeah. But like, so but I do love that it's not exactly a ironclad, a layer of accountability, but it's working.
Yeah.
It's I don't want to smell like shit and I don't want to feel that guilt.
Can I smell you?
Mm-hmm.
You don't smell like smoke at all.
Because I haven't had a cigarette today.
You usually have when you get close.
I
a
smell like
light.
disgusting.
No, you don't reek of cigarettes.
cat's
It's
ass.
just sort of like
Gamey.
smoky, like you were in the Egypt store at the mall.
Well, because if you choose the right fragrance, then you smell like a cigar.
Oh, because then it's like the smoke is part of it.
Yeah. But I'm retroactively ashamed of all the times I've got into a squeaky clean Uber Black smelling like the cat's ass.
Well, I've been trying
You know
not
what I
to
mean?
be drunk and hungover. Like my current goal
How
at
do you
this
do
age
that?
is to not be hungover.
do
You
you
have to
do-
drink less.
Okay.
So
okay.
that's how they get you. That's how they get you.
Okay.
So this was 2 weeks ago.
Oh my God.
Did we talk about this? Buffy
About-
trivia? No, we
think so.
didn't. Okay, so 2 weeks ago, it was a Monday. I'm out on my long walk. I like to go for walks right now because my arthritis is in remission, so I've been running. It's been great. Ran 2 miles this morning.
Ran through.
And so I walk by High Tops Los Feliz, one of my favorite gay bars in LA. Love High Tops Los Feliz.
Me too.
It's crazy that we all say Los Feliz.
What is it? It's Los Feliz?
Probably, yeah.
Los Feliz.
Yeah. So I'm walking by and I go, you know what? I'm with my friend and I go, let's go in and just get a drink.
Let's get a cocktail.
Right. It's like, I love to go on my walk and then walk by a bar and be like,
Oh my God.
What? You know, both
So-
nipples out.
Yeah.
What?
In a way, New York City was the 5th girl.
I know. I look at my watch. It's like 0.43 miles.
And just
God, I'm
like
exhausted, you know. So we go in, we get a little drink, and they have this
Oh,
great drink
God.
called the Hot Rod that's made with a spicy vodka or
Ew.
spicy tequila. It's like it's
Ew.
jalapeno tequila.
Is that going to give you...
No,
No. Okay.
I'm good. I have the grape
Oh,
poppy.
that's
right?
true. Yeah, yeah.
So, and then one of the they know me all there because I DJ there. And so they come up and they go, "Are you here for trivia?" I go, "No, I was just like walking by. What's the trivia category?" And they go, "Oh, tonight is Buffy the Vampire Slayer trivia." I said, I stood up, I unbuttoned my pants, I pulled the underwear and the pants down, and I started going like this.
Dangling.
And so,
Whipping that dick.
but mind you, it's 5:30. Trivia is not till 8. And so
Oh,
I go,
okay.
well, we better get another round because we're
Oh
not
my
giving up this
God.
table. All right?
Oh my God.
This is East Hollywood. Those lesbians will come in here and take this table. All right?
That's true.
And I'm nothing if not someone who feels comfortable taking things from women, right? Not true. Not true. But I knew because it's Buffy trivia. I'm not generalizing, but I'm like, it's gonna be a bunch of geeky gay guys
Yeah, yeah.
and like lesbians, and we're all gonna be in here fighting to the death to see who remembers which
sounds so
middling
fun.
character
Yeah.
from a random episode.
Right.
So, and then people start showing up in the Buffy t-shirts. Somebody shows up with a steak.
Damn.
People have cross necklaces on.
Any vampires?
No.
No.
And then they start trivia. They start the Buffy theme. Me and the East Hollywood lesbians are
Turning it up to 11.
horned. We're horned. We're
Your
horned.
background sound like Buffy.
Completely. So then they start. The first round is
God.
really easy questions. I mean, so then I go, I got to assemble the dream team. So
Okay.
it's 6:00 and I go, watch this. I'm with my friend who's only seen 5 seasons of Buffy. I call
Only 5?
I call Jennifer from Netflix.
Okay. She's a Buffy person?
She loves Buffy.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
she loves Buffy. So I go, get down here. And then I go, should I do it? You better believe I called
Sarah
Tom.
Michelle
No,
Gellar?
I
Oh.
call Tom Lank from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, who plays Andrew. And I go,
Wait, that's such a flex.
and I go, would you come down here? It's Buffy trivia and I'm trying to win. And I wonder if you'll know some of the weird shit, like what network or what time of year, stuff that maybe only actors remember.
Yeah.
And he goes, okay. So he comes down with his lovely boyfriend, Steve, and he's in a hat and glasses, so no one recognizes him. And I leave him the chair that faces away from the room. So I'm facing the whole room. So people just think that's Trixie. She's here blackout all the time. She's
Yeah.
gross, right? We hate her. And then, so that Tom is facing away from everyone. And so no one's clocking his non-binary T.
And what was his tea on the show?
He played Andrew, who was
Okay.
like a main character, beloved, like
Okay,
people
well known,
love
very
him.
well known. Okay.
Yes, especially gays love him.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I got my dream team, right? Somebody who's seen 5 seasons, somebody who's seen the whole thing a couple times, Jennifer.
Yeah.
And then somebody's been on
it.
it,
Yeah.
right? And I think I'm really bringing it. And I go, Tom, if you ever want to go to Drag Race trivia, I'll go with you. He's like, I don't, and I don't care.
Yeah, and you would not be any good.
Right, and you don't know
actually.
anything, bitch. So,
You would be terrible.
because they're
at
always
drag
like,
race.
they're always like, who
Oh,
wore
God.
this last season? I'm always
Like,
like, fuck.
Yeah,
And even on Pit Stop, I only see it once.
I know.
So we start. We get the whole first category.
Mm.
Got it. No one can touch me, right? Of course. And then you have to come up with a name for trivia.
Mm.
And in Buffy, they call their group the Scooby Gang. And I
Okay.
go, Scooby Gang Bang. That's fun.
Gay.
Sure.
Yeah.
They call me up there and they go, somebody else is Scooby Gang Bang. So one of you has to change your name. And I said, well, where's the other team? They said they haven't come up here yet. I said, well, again, they're changing their names. Okay.
Yeah.
But also I'm on the patio and the system to me was not loud enough. So every time there's a question, people are drinking and chatting. I'm standing on a chair going, shh.
Shut up.
I'm straining to hear the questions.
Okay.
I thought I've seen Buffy the Vampire Slayer probably 50 times in my life, the whole series.
50.
Maybe not that. That sounds crazy.
That's a little
Let's
crazy.
say when I was a teenager, probably twice a year, every year, and then probably once a year, every year after that.
Okay.
So what?
That's
25 times I've seen the show.
25 is a lot. I feel like
I've seen it that many times.
Okay.
I don't know what to say. I'm gross.
you know everything about the show.
Hell pig. I'm a hell pig who knows everything about the show, right? Hell pig.
Hell big.
Yeah. So I'm humbled because
Okay.
I think I know this shit. If you think you know Buffy, you have not met an East Hollywood lesbian and the geeky gay friend. These fuckers know everything.
They came for your ass.
They
didn't
know everything. They know everything. They're asking shit that I'm like,
What about? So, sorry.
they're asking shit like, all right. And to me, it's like Buffy the Vampire Slayer it was a TV show. It took place in California. Who was the first mayor of California? That is not Buffy trivia.
No, that's
This is a
not.
trick.
Yeah.
This is a trick.
Damn.
Who put the, I just,
You know,
get mad.
Yeah. You know what would be so fierce though? Because these are the same kind of people who would know more about you than you know about you.
And of course, like any actor in a show, Tom knows almost nothing.
Right.
Tom can't remember.
In one ear and out the other.
Tom's like, I know what I was in on the seasons I was in.
Yeah.
I don't really know much else.
Yeah.
And so I was like, you're not even pulling your goddamn dead weight. And you're not even famous enough to get us some free drinks. What the fuck?
Do you win anything? What do you
I
win?
got so drunk
Oh,
that I
God.
don't remember when it ended. I don't know how I got home.
Okay, great.
And
We're back.
I was so hungover.
Oh.
I woke up yelling. I woke up on the couch going, "Ah!" And then what happens is I get hungover and I get mad at myself for being hungover and I go, let's go to trivia. Like I start
Making
being
fun of
mad at
yourself.
myself.
I
Let's
love
have
that.
a drink at trivia. Oh, let's have 5 of them, you fucking
I love-
asshole.
I love that.
I get so mad at
love
myself.
that. That's fierce.
But it
I
was
love that so
fun.
much.
I would go to another Buffy trivia.
Did you puke in that hangover, or you just felt like shit?
I didn't puke. I just felt like shit.
I hate puking.
It's just awful. Being hungover is awful. Drinking is so fun. But you gotta keep your eyes on the road because I'm driving.
Is it?
You know.
But cocaine.
That's
That's why they made
up.
cocaine.
You gotta dry up.
That's why they invented cocaine.
My question to you, before I know we have to wrap. My question to you is,
Ugh.
if you were gonna go to a trivia where you were as confident as I was,
babe,
what's the show?
please, Sweet tea. Hold on one moment.
What's the show?
The show. It's not a show. It's the 2000. It's the Sydney. It is the women's gymnastics all-around final at the 2000 Sydney Olympics.
And you think that there's gonna be a trivia night for that?
No, I don't. But if there were, honey, the bravado that I would bring, the swagger that I would have, the insufferable quality of my personality at that trivia night would be too stifling to handle.
You have to get a job at the Olympics in LA
No.
with
Well,
gymnastics.
Here's the thing, though. The thing about gymnastics is like it's better.
They don't want the local crossies doing like coverage.
No, they're so conservative.
Oh,
It's like a middle America young girls sport. It's weird.
right.
But the I'm trying to think of Veep.
You would win a trivia night of Veep?
Yeah, I've watched the whole series front to back maybe 5 times.
Okay, or Curb.
Curb, Veep, probably more so.
What about Game of Thrones? There's so much to know, though.
There's so,
and you can't compete with the Game of Thrones nerds.
Oh no, because they're
show up
born
in
in
the
the game.
cloaks.
Yeah,
You
they're
know what I
born
mean?
in the game. Yeah. What about
I honestly feel like I could do Drag Race seasons 1 through 7. Because after I did it, I kind of like, don't always watch it.
Yeah, I would be so bad at Drag Race trivia.
I think we should go.
Okay,
Bye.
well, goodbye.
Bye.